How can we learn to be affectionate when we have not had good experiences growing up?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason we do what we do with premarital education and marital education is to help individuals get a vision and understanding of what a healthy relationship looks like. Because as you're saying, if one doesn't have role models in one's life, one can enter into marriage and then one won't really have a reference point for what a healthy relationship looks like. And that's a very difficult position to be in. But if you can understand what are the symptoms of a healthy relationship, what are the impediments to healthy relationships, how to keep a relationship healthy, there's constructive things one can do. There's ways to repair the kind of disconnects that happen. If one can get that kind of education, that can greatly facilitate one's relationship. Actually, in 1971, exactly 50 years ago, Srila Prabhupada wrote a letter. Some temple president asked if some devotees could get married, and Srila Prabhupada said, yes, they could get married, but first they must be counseled by some senior devotees. Because Prabhupada was very concerned there was some discord in marriages happening at that time. So he wanted some kind of marital mentorship or education before marriage. And that letter just ended up in the archives and everyone forgot about it. So our group 15 years ago, we actually started doing this, trying to help support marriage and do marital education. We found that letter and we thought, yes, this is what Prabhupada wanted.
I think that a good place to start is to start by looking for things that you appreciate and expressing them. Oh, you know, I really like the rotis today. They were just like extra soft, or whatever, and made me feel that, nice and homey, just like my mom cooked or something,
She's asking if you
So
didn't have that.
if you didn't have it, you just start by looking to appreciate something. And when you try to express that appreciation, if you can kind of look into yourself and see, why do I appreciate it? It's because it makes me feel loved, or I feel cared for, or I feel that they were considerate, or I feel like, oh, hey, they remembered me. Then you start to feel things. You do feel things, but that kind of an upbringing causes you to cover that feeling. Just like Krishna was trying to cover over that he's really Krishna, being the cowherd boys, but it, snuck out. So your affectionate dealings can sneak out too with a little bit of practice. And a good place to start is by just expressing at least appreciation. Maybe you don't have to, maybe it's hard for you to express, I love you, or that made me feel this, but just start with appreciations. And, it's kind of like a domino. You do one thing and, you'll figure out what to do next. And, so I would say start there.
Love and affection, it's not just a diamond engagement ring, and it's not just a big box of chocolates on Valentine's Day. Or
Didn't you get me chocolates?
Love and affection is actually many small things often, like Uttama was saying, those kind of acts of appreciation or little acts of service and acknowledgement of your spouse's emotions or feelings, or many small things often. It's very important for cultivating that mood of love and affection.
Mm-hmm. It's like the other day I went to town and I bought some things and I came back. I'd ordered some, big bags of things came in, and my husband said, you didn't call me to help you. And I said, well, I thought I didn't get much exercise lately. I thought maybe I would just, but he always wants to help me with that. So like, that's affection,